Buddy, is this a little bit of BC sunshine?
This is.
I'm with my good friend, Keith Temple. He's one of the hottest guides on the BC coast. My name's Darryl Choronzey. We're up at Eagle Pointe Lodge. What's the name of this island, the Eagle Pointe's on?
Wales Island.
Wales Island. The far northwestern corner of British Columbia, right?
Right on the border.
I got my mooching rod and reel, right? Will you hold that?
Well,
I got my salmon. Will you hold that?
you've got a good grip on it.
Stick with us because we're going to show you some of the hottest coho fishing I've experienced in a long time. Lost a real big spring, and this one's going in the cooler.
And this one's going in the cooler.
Let's go for it, pal.
Okay.
I'm going fishing all the time, and my baby's going fishing too. Bet your life that your sweet wife can catch more fish than you. Any fish will bite if you got the right bait. Now here's a little something that I'd like to relate. With my pole and my line, I'm going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing. My baby's going fishing too.
Going Fishing with Darryl Choronzey is brought to you in part by Ontario, more to discover, Yamaha Motor Canada, and by Abu Garcia. Closed captioning of Going Fishing is brought to you by Fish Crisp. There's a region located on the British Columbia-Alaskan border that seems to call Choronzey back year after year. It just might be the desolate beauty of Wales Island or her surrounding waters on the edge of the Misty Fjords National Park that summons Choronzey on this annual migration. But even more than that, it's the excellent salmon fishing to be had in this region of British Columbia's far north. Here, the salmon runs just might be the finest anywhere on the globe. The mighty king salmon weighing upwards of 60 pounds or more, and the hungry silver coho salmon all congregate by the millions. And it's all here at Eagle Pointe Lodge, the most northern of British Columbia's saltwater sport fishing destinations. Stay with us as Darryl and his good fishing buddy and guide, Keith Temple, test the waters for the very voracious coho salmon of Eagle Pointe Lodge.
Keith. You know what? I really don't think that this is as big a fish, Keith.
No.
I think we got a coho
What
here.
do we got there?
We got a coho. This isn't bad though, Keith. You know, 10 minutes into the fishing, 2 fish on.
Yeah.
And we should say, we just lost a hog. Right?
Well, we should say that, yeah.
We should. We've got to be honest. You lose fish, you
Yeah.
catch fish, right? But that was a nice fish.
On
We
for
got
10
here. We got a spring here, or we got a coho. This may be a spring.
That's a
small
spring.
one, eh?
Looks like a spring, yeah.
Yeah. But we did have one big spring on, and we just lost him off the rocks. And how many dollars was that we lost off the rocks?
600.
We're going to get another one, buddy. We got 2 days of big fish up here.
Well, we're not doing too bad so far.
No,
so.
not at all. We got some springs in here. Okay. Come on, fish. So, we're off the back end of the island or the front end, Keith?
Back end.
And we're going to stay off the island for a while, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's a nice coho, if it is a coho.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yep, yep.
That's a strong coho.
Mm-hmm. It's a good size, too.
Yeah. He doesn't want to go anywhere, put it that way. Now, how long will the springs stay around here?
They're starting to peter out now. To be able to catch springs into August, well into August, but not, the big runs are gone.
Okay.
It's just the stragglers now.
These are,
There's still some big fish around.
hey, this is a nice sized coho.
Yes,
buddy.
it is. It's a big one. Looks like about a 12, 13 pounder.
Yeah. He's starting to wear.
Right on the end of the snout,
You
eh?
got him? Keith, I'll tell you what.
Not a bad coho.
That's a nice coho, eh?
Not a bad coho at
Now,
all.
is that big for this time of the year here?
Yeah, it's a good size one for this time of the year, yeah.
And again, we just put the rods down. We just lost one dandy.
Yeah, we lost a dandy.
I'm gonna try back and
we
get it again.
put the line back in the water, and the fish took it right away.
I'll give it to you.
Nice call.
Yeah, nice go, real nice. Way to go, Captain Keith.
I think that could be 14 pounds.
Funny how a salmon can chase down a cut plug herring and play with the bait directly underneath a waiting angler without the hunter even knowing that in fact the fish is playing. On more than one occasion, thanks to the Strike Vision camera, we've been able to witness this remarkable event. The salmon will close in on the bait and even pick it up and swim a distance away without popping a downrigger release or giving away any other evidence of its underwater antics. This coho in particular seemed to almost tease us. The hooks were sharp and the downrigger grip was set properly, but instead, this underwater dweller seemed more intent to play with our offering than consume it.
Mr. Temple, would you do me a favor and give me a break? You know, we're not even getting the baits down and they're hitting them.
Yeah, it's pretty fast action.
It is really fast, Keith. And these fish are strong today, Keith.
They are strong today.
It's almost like they run into that wall, right? And you're just fishing along the walls?
Yeah.
Strong coho.
It's kind of we're in a back eddy right here, right now. The tide's running pretty strong.
And it's got the bait in here and the fish are in here, right?
That's correct.
Boy, this is pretty country, Keith.
This is pretty country. This is my favorite spot on this coast.
Really, it's
right
nice.
Here, yeah.
Pretty dynamic scenery, let me tell you. Come on, fish. Look at the size of these fish. These are real nice fish. Nice fish. Strong fish.
Strong.
This one we're gonna release, pal. What do you think?
We're gonna release him, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna let you right in there, Keith. You want me over here?
Okay. No, not necessarily.
Okay.
I can get him.
Keith, you just lean over and pop the hook. How's that?
That's another nice
Aren't
coho.
they tough?
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's about 11 pounder.
Nice fish, eh? Put her there, Captain Keith. Now, again, no fish story. We've been out, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, maybe 20.
Lost one big spring.
Yeah.
Two nice cohos.
Yeah.
We're going to go after another spring. We're going to go after some cohos. And then if it stays down, we're going for halibut.
That's right.
Let's go
That's
for
what
it.
we're going to do.
I'll get out of your way and let you re-rig. How's that?
All right.
Lots of fish, Keith. Lots of fish.
Going Fishing returns with more world-class angling at Whales Island.
Keith Temple. Now, you told me you were going to get me a spring before the morning was out.
And here you go.
And here we go. Jeez, you're turning this reel. Keith, now you're saying right now the run's starting to peter just a little, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
All the big ones, or a lot of the big ones, are getting back into the river?
Yeah, they're in the river.
So what you got is really, really hot Chinook or spring fishing. Then you get a period where you get the coho and the spring, and now you've got a ton of coho. There's no two ways about it.
And a few springs.
And there's still some big springs around here.
There's still some big ones, yeah.
This one seems pretty good, Keith. Hey, got me by surprise. I was working on a reel in that other one.
Yeah?
You know that? That's fishing, buddy. Keith, you know last year I was out here? We caught two fish, two big springs, right? In what, the first 15 minutes?
Not even, I don't think. We were only fishing about 5 minutes.
Yeah, one was
Double
over...
header?
One was over 40, one was over 35.
Nice fish.
Keith, this guy just took it and sounded towards the bottom. Come on, baby, don't, whatever you do, spit that barbless hook. Plenty of fish at Eagle Pointe, Keith, that's all I can say. This guy's just sulking on bottom. Come on, honey. Come on, baby. Keith, I'm beat. You know?
Well, don't give up now.
Non-stop in here.
Don't give up now.
Come on, fish. Come on, fish. BC sunshine, all the coho you want, and spectacular spring fishing. In the very, very, very far northwestern corner of British Columbia, eh, Keith? I don't think we can go any farther up here.
No, we're right on the border.
Like I like to say,
on the border.
quick spit away from Alaska. Now, what's this place we're fishing right now?
This is Dundas Island.
Okay, you got a name for the point?
Eagle Pointe.
Why did I think you were going to say that? Keith's got a name
It
for
is tiny. That's what I call it.
every
Tiny
point and every rock. Oh, come on, fish. And what did we say? How much is in on that bet? About 1,500, 1,600 bucks?
Something like that.
And how much did I say I'd give you? 200 bucks?
200.
It's 600, buddy, if we win.
All right.
Hey, this may
That's
be the
number
winner.
I remember.
Well, it's a couple hundred more than I remember, but I'm going to give you the 600 if we win.
You just got a bad memory.
At my age, is it surprising? Keith, this guy just wants to stay down.
That's all right.
Nice fish. Nice fish. Great lodge, great piece of Canada.
It's the last frontier up here.
You know, you
This
tell
is it.
people, Keith, honest to God, you tell people how much this is like paradise, and they really don't believe you. They've got to come here and experience it.
The beauty of the West Coast, yeah.
Keith, this guy's
And
staying
awesome
down.
fishing.
Awesome isn't the word for it, and this guy's not coming up.
Boy, I sure hope it's a real good fish.
Yeah, so do I. But, you know, I've had 30-pounders stay down like this before, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's just doing what he wants to do. You got that leader tied really well, right, partner?
I got it. It's on there.
Look at this. Just wants to do what he wants to do. I'm just a little leery about all this kelp in here. I thought you were taking me through a minefield of some kind when I saw all this kelp.
Coho minefield, eh?
Yeah, well, you're not kidding on that one. There was a ton of coho coming through here. Get away from that kelp. Boy, this is a strong fish, Keith. Mr. Temple. Strong fish. Come on, fish. Yeah, I could use a little assistance here. Thank you very much. Now, he's starting to come up.
Coming up.
Come on, fish. Come
Oh,
on.
he's got some line on you still, doesn't he?
Yeah, you want to know what? He's doing what he wants to do. I'm not doing anything with him. I'm not giving him any. Come on, fish. I think I'm seeing the bead, Keith.
There he is.
There's the bead. There's the bead. Where's the spring? There he is, right there. Now, he's only about 20, 25 pounds, Keith. Hey?
Yeah. He's...
But, like, I've caught 40-pounders in other places, and these 30-pounders will match them. I think I'm going to see the bead again, Keith. There it is. Come on, fish. Oh, watch him here, Keith.
Trying to scare him, eh? Wait till you latch onto that 60.
Well, I hope we get him today, but I'll tell you what, I'm worn out from the coho, let alone the springs. You know, and if you tell people you can come in here and you can catch 100 coho, they won't believe you, you know.
Yeah.
And we're not doing any damage with these barbless hooks. Yeah. You got him, Keith?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Now I'm looking at this guy. He's gonna go, let's just lift this net straight up, can we?
We can.
Can we? This guy's gonna go, this fish is gonna go 20, 25 pounds. It's a decent spring for up here right now. It's a fresh spring, right?
Yeah, it's fresh.
You have to understand, it started to rain, and you said, do you want to go in? And I said, why would we want to go in? We've only been out 2 hours. Give me time to put my cap on, right? And honestly, I don't know how many coho we took, but it's nonstop. You do get worn out up here, Eagle Pointe, trying to catch these coho. We went through how many packages of bait?
8 packs, about 50 baits.
About 50 baits. So we went through 50 whole herring today.
Yeah.
And no word of a lie, I'm fishing at 50 feet, you're fishing at 75, something like that. We could not get the cannonballs down before the coho, which are averaging, 10 pounds, but we've got them up to 15. We're popping the releases.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Now, we're not going to win the big fish with us.
No,
So we'll go
but
back.
the day's not over.
Let's go for it.
And now for the Montana's Cookhouse tip of the week. When it comes to fishing British Columbia saltwater, the guides are almost always correct. Experience pays, and that means successful fishing results.
Keith, did you see that coho? You got one too, buddy. Is he still there?
He's there. Oh, he's gone.
Did you see mine go out of the water?
I sure did.
Yeah, also I got smack pretty good on the palm, not on the knuckles. Keith, again, real strong fish. There's no two ways about it. These coho are in prime condition. This guy has got lots of girth on him for a coho. So these are northerns, eh?
Some of them are northerns, yeah.
Okay, now what do they mean by northerns? That they're living up here or they're running the rivers up here?
Well, no, they call them northerns. They're with the big hook beak.
Yeah, he's about to take
They're generally
in a
larger.
second. And look at this guy, eh? Wow. Whoa.
Look at him go.
This is a strong fish, Keith. You know, this guy's got some belly on him. Come on, baby, get into the boat. I think we'll keep this one, Keith. What do you think? Let's see what he looks like. You know what, Keith?
Yeah.
He's not hooked bad. Why don't we let him go? Hey? He's got some line around the gill plate, but I don't think he's hurt at all.
Let's have a look. Probably a 12 or 11 anyway.
Maybe 12?
Maybe, yeah.
You keep playing with him, Keith.
Okay. There you go, buddy.
You know what? You've got to say something about BC's rules. Barbless hooks,
Barbless hooks.
right?
Yeah.
We're using single side wash, right? And double side wash, like with our rigs.
Right.
But you just give it one quick flip with the gaff, right?
Yeah.
You're not touching the fish at all, just the
No.
hook.
Yeah.
And that fish is going to probably swim up the Fraser River in a couple months.
He will.
Put her there, pal. One more big Chinook.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it. I wouldn't mind.
Jabron White, the manager, Eagle Pointe Lodge. What's the name of this island?
Wales Island.
Now, Wales is the farthest, most northern point of British Columbia on the mainland, am I right?
On the mainland, and we are the furthest northern saltwater land-based lodge in British Columbia.
In British Columbia. What this area has here is phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal world-class fishing for salmon. You've got all the species up here right now, but you do most of your business on Chinook and Coho.
Chinook, coho, and halibut.
And a lot of halibut.
Halibut and lingcod.
Now, let me just ask you this. The Queen Charlottes are how far away?
They're about 65 miles as the eagle flies.
Okay, so a lot of your big springs here, or the big Chinook, that's what they're going to call them back in Ontario, they do a lot of feeding off the Queen Charlottes or in the waters off Alaska, right?
That's correct.
And they'll start by going down the Skeena or something like that, these rivers, right?
Right.
And you're not just getting local Chinook and local Coho, you're getting...
We're getting every year they seem to take a little bit of a different route, but they'll cycle around from the Charlottes and then come into the mainland, and they'll cycle down the Alaskan Panhandle and through our area. Some years they'll stay a little bit offshore, but most of the time they come right through our area. And you're right, it's not just local Skeena and Nass River fish. We get migratory fish all the way down the entire BC coast.
Okay, now, back in the lodge, I saw a mount that was the world record, but it was commercially caught, right? How big was that fish?
That's a 123-pound Chinook, which was caught in the early 70s. From my understanding, it was caught in the early 70s in a seine net, and it was a Kenai River fish.
Okay, I caught a 65, a 67, and an 80 in the Kenai.
Yeah.
Now that's going back years ago, right?
Right.
What's a big fish for the local rivers?
A big local fish is 3-4 days ago there was an 88-pounder taken out of the Skeena there. And so, you know, they get up to 90. 4 years ago, I think there was one caught in the 90s. But typically, you know, 40 to 60 pounds is not uncommon at all.
That's a lot of fish. And again, you get these, and I maybe shouldn't brag about this, but you get these 100 coho days if your arms can hold up.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, when it's on, it's on.
I want to thank you for great accommodations, great lodge, great fishing, and just a great trip.
Hey, it's my pleasure, and you know, you're more than welcome to come again.
I'm going to take you up on that.
You bet.
Let's go and do some fishing.
You bet. Let's get at it.
Going Fishing returns with a look at this week's tackle.
Keith Temple, you know I love fishing with you, buddy. I'm going to thank you once
You're a
again.
great guest. I like fishing with you, too.
Listen, I hear this over and over a lot. Oh, Choronzey only wants to go out there and fish with the guides. You know why I want to go out there and fish with the guides? Because when I'm with a guy like this, he can do the rigging all day. Plus, it is true, and plus the truth is, I come up here maybe 1 week at a time, you know, the whole year, and you're here all summer. You know where the fish are. It saves me chasing them, right? And I like going with experts like this guy. I said to Keith this morning, okay, we're going to end up using the mooch and rod and reel again, right? And I said, hey, I want to use my Kingfisher too. And you said, no.
No.
I said, can I use Atomic? No. You wanted a cut plug. And again, on the Great Lakes, sometimes we said cut plugs. We usually mean on the Great Lakes, J-plugs, Lymans, and Atomics. But out here, it's cut herring, right? So we've got our herring. Just show me how you rig it, will you please?
Okay.
So you've made that cut, right, on an angle.
On an angle. You clean it out. This is what I do. There are, every guide on the West Coast has his own way of doing things, and they all work. This works for me.
Okay, so you've got the herring cut on an angle,
Yes.
right? And you've knifed the guts out of it.
Right.
Okay. How are you going to rig it on the hook?
Every guide on the West Coast has his own way of doing it, but this is the way I'm going to rig it. This is the way I do it. You put it on the high side,
Yep.
deep, just come through. That'll be your lead hook.
Okay.
That'll just, and you can poke it through the middle section, just under the dorsal fin here. Come out the other side. Make sure you don't have any scales on the hooks. And go right back into that hole again. Come back out, pull through, shove up, and there you have
And
it.
she's all ready.
It's ready to go.
Now, Keith, when we're trolling for coho, you want it spinning a little faster and a little slower for the Chinook, am I right, or the
Right,
springs?
that's correct, yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's a dynamite technique, and I wish more people on the Great Lakes were using it right now.
Now you're from the Great Lakes area, Darryl. You have coho up there
We've got coho and Chinook.
and Chinook. Now, as far as flesh color goes, what kind of comparison can you give?
Now, to be honest with you, Keith, the only place I see salmon this color in the Great Lakes region are the grocery stores where we're bringing in the odd-time wild salmon. In the Great Lakes themselves, our fish don't have this bright orange color that you've got.
What about taste?
To be
How they
dead
compare?
honest with you,
Yeah.
Great Lake salmon do not even compare
Yeah.
to the Pacific salmon. You know, we hear this, oh, they're great in the Great Lakes, and they are tasty fish, but they just don't have that Pacific wild taste that I get in your salmon out here.
taste, yeah. Yeah.
Buddy, I got to thank you.
You're very welcome.
You know,
Pleasure. Always.
Do yourself a favor, if you get the opportunity, don't pass up the fantastic fishing available in northwestern BC, especially at places like Eagle Pointe Lodge. I mean, the fishing is just great. We'll see you next week. Let's go and do some more fishing.
Let's go.
For more information on all our going fishing destinations, visit goingfishingtv.com.
Going Fishing has been brought to you by Yamaha Motor Canada, Montana's Cookhouse, and by Berkeley Trilene. Going Fishing would like to thank the following fine sponsors:
Going fishing.